Hello everyone, this is Final Gamer here, and we're going to take you on a magical tour of one of the best series that Warner Brothers has ever made in history, and probably one of the best licensed games ever made on the Genesis, or is definitely my favorite on Genesis.
Of course, Konami's behind it.
Of course. Of course, I'm joined by my friend here, Mateo.
Yep, Mateo 360.
Excellent. So, we have a great intro here concerning with Yakko Wacko and Dot to introduce us to the video game. Welcome us in.
I always used to skip this.
I never skip the dialogue in this because the reason there's two versions of Animaniacs, different games entirely. The SNES and the Genesis versions. Genesis version has a lot more kind of funny dialogue, but the SNES version has a lot more movie references, like very blatant movie references. Mateo is going to take that one while I take the Genesis version. So, we got the title screen here. The game has a password system. Not that difficult, actually. I'm not going into options, but basically you get a choice of easy, normal, and hard, which only changes the lives.
Yeah.
So...
I always used to set it to easy so I could have the most lives.
I just put it on normal because I kind of wanted to do this pro, and so don't worry. I didn't game over in this first part, but I haven't recorded the next parts yet, so we'll see how that goes in the next ones.
I don't think I ever finished an actual level in this except the intro.
No? Oh wow,
no.
You're gonna have so much fun with me then.
I've gotten to one, maybe two bosses.
Well, you're gonna see all of them, so
yep.
This will be awesome. So, the main plot here, as you can see, is Yakko wants to start up a pop culture shop in Hollywood by stealing from the movies, because the Animaniacs might as well just go to grand larceny at this point.
I love they kept the Warner brother and sister joke.
Oh yeah, the jokes in this are really good. So we start from the Warner Brothers water tower, and we have basically three controls after we knock
good,
the
you
feathers,
hit the pigeons.
The good feathers.
Yes.
Alright.
I would have been mad if you didn't do that.
Yes. So, firstly we have the abilities. Yakko, being the tallest, is the only one who can push and pull things around. He has a slightly higher hitbox which allows him to grab things just out of reach. He also is the only one who can attack by doing this.
He has the quote, well, I guess not really. He has the medium range attack.
Yeah, it's a pretty good attack. Wacko, his only real ability is to light things or activate switches with the hammer.
With his close range attack.
Yeah, pretty much. So, pretty much that. You can even do a little cancel in the air with it, some pro melee shit. And Dot, who can't attack at all, is able to deal with enemies with this.
Well, I almost call that the range attack, but it's not useful.
It's not useful at all.
Anything.
It's just an obstacle thing. So this is
that's the first level done.
Yep. The password screen. Basically, the password screen is quite simple. It just deals with three warners. We won't be using it too
calming
much.
music.
Oh yeah, it's very calm. Very soothing. Almost feels like a Capcom game, because the password screen. So, welcome to Hollywood. We have 4 studios to pick from, all dealing with different genres.
Yep. They don't tell you any of these genres up front, but...
Oh no, that's where the mystery lies.
I love how they all split off during the chase.
I know, it's great.
Select.
There's a lot of great details in this game that I love, and this is one of them. I also really love this menu screen just for hearing that music. So we start with stage 1, which is the adventure genre.
Yeah, this is one of those that I can get to the boss of.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did pretty badly on this run. I did several runs of this, and of course the one that we're going to use is the one I did the worst on. Well, second worst on. So, I already love this game because it pulls out... you also notice when they're talking in this dialogue, the Warner Brothers Tower interior is behind them.
Yeah.
It's a great touch.
You don't really see it that much during the show, either.
No, but that shows how much detail Konami put in. Also, Loch
Yeah.
Lomond reference. As a Scot, this makes me incredibly happy. So, in terms of difficulty, the levels are not amazingly difficult, but, you know, there's one or two stages that are really just out there.
Yeah, there's one I'm going to have a few words about when we get to it.
I really hope it's the same one I'm thinking. So, we started the adventure genre, and we have to race through the jungle.
Oh god, I hate trying to hit this pigeon on the...
Yeah, Squid,
Swinging
I
thing.
think his name was.
Yeah, that's either Squid or just a random pigeon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Squid, because he had that, because he's got that grey and off-grey.
Yeah. I
So-
can't remember, I thought that almost all the other pigeons were that kind of off-grayish color.
More or less. So
Either way,
you can switch between the Warner Brothers themselves, but it only goes in one direction. So it's Yakko, Wacko, Dot, and back to Yakko.
you didn't go back. Pinky and the Brain were between the cannon and where you landed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, thanks for reminding me. I thought there was a secret there. So we jump on this, and this introduces the mechanic of moving around as well as activating the button, which I fuck up on, always. Every time I do the run of this, I always get hit once.
Yeah, this part drove me nuts.
You've also noticed that the health meter is at the top left, and it's indicated by the faces of the Warner Brothers. If they're happy,
more
then they're full health. If they're more and more, like, freaked out, until the point
The
where
more
they look-
distressed they are.
Yeah, they look distressed. So that basically means, like, we can take 2 more hits. Then after that, it's if they look suicidal, then that's it. 1 more hit and you're dead.
I don't know, that wacko face kind of looks suicidal.
Yeah, it's... And you go, I like this...
What?
Help me. Yeah, elephant out of
What
nowhere.
is that thing that you picked up? I've never been able to figure that out.
Those are grapes. Tasty, tasty grapes.
Oh! Okay,
There's
I always
Ralph.
thought they were some kind of scales.
Yeah, it's like food.
Yep. There goes Ralph.
Ralph is... Yes?
Ralph shows up everywhere.
Yeah, Ralph shows up almost everywhere and is basically your main antagonist of the game, obviously. And he is a massive dick in the ass, and he will constantly screw with you. And you will hate him so much in this game.
Oh, I already do.
Yeah. So, headed down this entire section, we have the waterfall. You probably heard the boat explode previously, and that's why that is really dangerous and will screw you up.
I hate log jumping no matter what game it's in. This one is pretty easy, but...
Yeah, this is quite easy and kind of makes you understand the jump range of the Warner Brothers. There's no difference between them of how far they jump. And now we join the minecart, because who doesn't love these?
I love the minecart.
And I'm going to screw up here.
You can see the final look of the health bar.
Yeah. Basically I forgot which was the jump button. Because I was so worried about doing this part right that I screwed up.
I always screw up at least once.
Pretty much. So this is to further introduce you to the idea of Wacko being able to activate switches with his hammer. Which the first part of the game more or less deals with you about.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what else. Oh, yes. So this was
Get
the
to see his idle animation.
Yeah, they have all idle animation, which is actually pretty neat. Oh yeah, the stars. And probably don't have to explain this, but getting 100 stars gets you an extra life, so...
Ooh,
pretty easy.
not that it's easy to get those.
Oh, no. Well, that's kind of the teasing part. Like, the game sometimes puts stars out of range. In a sort of, okay, maybe if you're like 97 and you die, you might be able to get this. Speaking of which...
Life.
Yes, I was really lucky to not get killed. Also, the stars go down into a bottomless pit as a sort of fuck you.
Yeah, I hate that.
So
One
now,
thing about the lives I love is that the shape of the life actually changes depending on what Warner you're controlling.
yeah, that's actually really neat. Also, I can't do this part for anything.
No.
Getting on the
I think the
boulders.
timing of the...
Yeah, collision detection on the boulders is odd. Sometimes if you're near them, it works. Other times, no. I would have showed it off if I stayed here longer, but sometimes Ralph comes down as an actual boulder.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You cannot jump on him or hurt him. and I finally did it here.
Oh, you can jump on the boulders?
How did you get past?
Oh, wait. I think it's just been so long since I played this, I forgot.
Yeah, that was kind of how you do it. So now you can see more of the suicidal animation.
Or I think maybe I did it at, like, the very end of the, pit.
So I'm now demonstrating that crate mechanics are very odd in this game. There's no physics whatsoever. So you can balance a crate on the very edge of its pixel, and it will still hold up. Basically making a bunch of stairs. And this becomes incredibly useful in later levels.
Those seesaws, if you go under where the boulder comes down, it will hurt you.
Pretty much. And those snakes will hurt you as well, quite badly. So Konami...
And you can't get rid of them.
No. So Konami, not only have we got password system from Mega Man, we also have these friggin' things. And I don't know what happened here, but I mistimed my walk and got killed again. I also like to point out that all the warners have their own death animations, which is just basically a sort of scream. This is neat. It's like they do have all their own little characters here. They even have like their own little jumping animations. If you stand still for a moment, the Warner Brothers will actually go behind you in a full like parade to sort of stand and wait. Also,
yeah, that drove me nuts as a kid.
I know. It's like the game has a lot of weird secrets in it. I don't know if there's any more secrets than what I already found out, but there's one in a later level that I was quite proud of finding, which we'll find later on.
Yeah.
Water
Do you
physics.
show off the game? Do you show off the game over screen at some point?
Oh yeah, I will. I will. I haven't game overed yet on this run, but I assure you. Also, that is a trap. The turkey and the watch. If you go there, you'll get sent back to the beginning of this area. And it's
I
such a dick
remember
move.
that.
Also, 2 switches. I'm just gonna do both because. Ban.
Yeah.
So
I at least like that they give you the clock, so that way going into the alcove doesn't hurt you.
yeah. So this is our first boss, Ralph. There's 2 strategies to this guy. Firstly, we have to smack him underneath with the boulder. Now you think, I know this is pretty easy. This can't be that difficult. Well, that's phase 1.
Yeah, I could get to this point in the boss fight. I think it's the next phase that always screwed me over.
More or less, because whenever Pinky and the Brain come on screen, quickly switch to Yakko, so you can do this.
Oh, is that how you do that?
Yes. I'm also indicating that if Yakko's too near something that he can pull, he will do the pull animation instead of doing the attack animation. So stay away from the boulders. This is a low dick move here, I remember. Like,
I do love this boss music.
It is great boss music. And he comes back again just to sort of screw you over. And you have to go through the whole psycho animation in order to get back to Yakko or Wacko. And at this point I kind of start messing up. I'm not sure why. The smoke of the bomb
throwing
hurt you as
faster.
well. Oh, sorry?
Said I think he's throwing the bombs faster.
Yes. Yeah, he is. And I knocked him with a pinball.
That's how you do it. I never switched to Yakko.
When I first did this game, I never switched to Yakko either, but yeah, this game basically makes you learn that switching into characters is more or less 60% of the gameplay.
Yeah.
So, that's first stage done. We have the Dirk Rugged's Adventurous Hat, and we'll be heading off into 3 more genres after this. I hope you enjoyed the first run. ...
Yeah, nice calming music to go out on.
Indeed. So, yeah, this is the first video of Animaniacs, and I hope you stay around for more studio madness. And I'd like to thank my guest, Matteo, for coming in to help me and reliving this fun game.
Yep, I'm glad to be here.
Alright then, see you all.